Greetings and welcome back to my channel. Today we're looking at the 2014 coming-of-age romance film The Fault in Our Stars, directed by Josh Boone and starring Ansel Elgort and Shailene Woodley. Let's begin. Indianapolis teenager Hazel Grace Lancaster is living with thyroid cancer that has spread to her lungs. Believing she is depressed, her mother urges her to attend a weekly cancer patient support group. There, Hazel meets Augustus Gus Waters, who is at the support group for his friend Isaac, who has eye cancer. Gus has lost a leg to bone cancer but has since gone into remission. Hazel and Gus bond over their hobbies and agree to read each other's favorite books. Gus gives Hazel The Prince of Dawn, while Hazel recommends An Imperial Affliction, a novel about a cancer-stricken girl named Anna that parallels Hazel's own experience but has an abrupt ending. Its author, Peter van Houten, retreated to Amsterdam following the novel's publication and has not been heard from since. Weeks later, Gus tells Hazel that he has tracked down Van Houten's assistant, Ludowie, and has been corresponding with Van Houten via email. Van Houten says he is only willing to answer their questions in person. Gus then surprises Hazel with tickets to Amsterdam acquired from a charity organization that fulfills the wishes of children with critical illnesses. After a medical setback, Hazel's doctors eventually allow the trip. Hazel and Gus arrive in Amsterdam, where Gus confesses his love for Hazel during a romantic meal sponsored by Van Houten. The following afternoon, they go to Van Houten's house, but are shocked to discover that he is a mean-spirited alcoholic. It is revealed that the emails from Van Houten had actually come from Ludowie, who arranged the meeting without Van Houten's knowledge. Van Houten taunts Hazel for seeking serious answers to a piece of fiction and belittles her medical condition. Distraught, the teens leave the residence, but Ludowie follows them and invites them to a sightseeing to compensate for their ruined experience. The three of them visit the Anne Frank house, where Hazel and Gus share their first kiss. They return to Augustus's hotel room, where they lose their virginity to each other. The next day, Gus and Hazel have breakfast with Hazel's mother, Franny, and they both go for a walk before sitting down on a public bench. Gus reveals to Hazel that his cancer has returned and is spreading throughout his body and is now terminal. After they return to Indianapolis, Gus's health continues to deteriorate. Gus invites Hazel and Isaac to his pre-funeral so that they can both deliver prepared eulogies, during which Hazel tells Gus that she would not trade their short time together for anything. Gus dies 8 days later. At his funeral, Van Houten appears behind Hazel and reveals that Gus had demanded he do so. After the funeral service, Hazel tells her parents that she wants some alone time and to go for a drive. Not having left yet, while still in her car, Hazel is frightened when Van Houten abruptly enters the car from the passenger side. Van Houten then apologizes for his behavior when she and Gus were in Amsterdam and explains to her that An Imperial Affliction was inspired by his own daughter Anna, who died from leukemia at a young age. He gives Hazel a piece of paper, which she initially crumples up and discards in the car, but later retrieves it after Isaac visits her at her house and reveals that the paper was a letter from Gus, who had asked Van Houten for assistance in writing a eulogy for Hazel. Hazel reads the letter, in which Gus accepts his fate and professes his love for Hazel. As Hazel finishes the letter, she lies on her back on the lawn in her backyard and looks up at the stars, smiling. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below letting me know which movie you'd like to see me do next, and what you thought about this movie. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.